Hi, I'm George Creel, Georgia DUI attorney, and these are the 9 secret ways to beat a DUI arrest and a DUI conviction. Number 1, seems simple, just don't drink and drive. If you don't drink and drive, you can't be arrested for DUI. That's the easiest and most foolproof way to beat a DUI. Number 2, if you find yourself in a situation where you've been drinking and you're driving and the police pull you over, don't blow. If you want to beat your DUI case, it's never good to blow. Always refuse any breath or blood test. Now, at the scene, you will often be offered a handheld breath test called an alco-sensor test. These tests are not accurate and they're not admissible in court as a numerical result, but only positive or negative for the presence of alcohol, meaning do you have alcohol in your system or not. However, they do register a numeric result, and many police officers will put undue weight on that result. So if you blow into the handheld breath test and blow under the legal limit, there's a pretty good chance, probably 75% chance, the police will not charge you with DUI. The test you want to avoid is called the Intoxilyzer 5000. Typically, it's a machine that's about the size of a briefcase or a small cash register. It has a breath tube attached to the side of it. It's generally found at the jail, the police station, an RV at a roadblock, or a large SUV at a roadblock. This is the test you want to avoid if you want to beat your DUI. However, the Georgia Implied Consent Law, the warning of which will be read to you after you're arrested for DUI, states that if you refuse the test, you are subject to a 1-year suspension of your driver's license. Now, despite the reading of the warning, this suspension is not automatic. If you send a letter in within 10 business days after your arrest, you can temporarily suspend and usually avoid the 1-year license suspension. Probably less than 5% of the people I represent on refusal DUI cases actually lose their license for 1 year. So it's really quite rare to lose your license as a result of a refusal suspension. Number 3, don't do the eye test, or the horizontal gaze nystagmus test. This is a test that's accurate in the dark offices of an eye doctor, but not on the side of a road where there are flashing blue lights and fast-moving cars going by. The test tends to show what your estimated blood alcohol will be based on a certain number of clues given by your eye when following a stimulus on a horizontal plane. It's just not a good idea to take this test. It's rarely going to help you. Number 4, you can do the one-leg stand and the walk and turn if you feel like you have good physical dexterity and you're not too impaired by alcohol to affect your ability to do those tests. I mean, in reality, these tests are probably stupid people tricks, but the long story is that if you can do well on the one-leg stand or the walk and turn, that can go a long way with a prosecutor and definitely with a jury in finding you not guilty of a DUI arrest. Number 5, a pre-flight inspection. If you've been drinking and you find yourself in a situation where you have to drive, it's always a good idea. Walk around your car. Make sure your headlights work. Make sure your tail lights work. Make sure your tag lights aren't out. Make sure your tag hasn't expired. The bottom line is the police are looking for reasons to pull you over after about 11 o'clock at night, and will pull over even apparently sober drivers for minor violations like a bad tag light to see if they've been drinking. Number 6, the legal limit is very, very low and definitely not drunk, so be careful. If you drink, try to drink, and you plan on driving, try to drink domestic beers. Avoid liquor drinks, wine, or high-gravity beers. They're almost impossible to regulate, and there's just no way to know how much alcohol you have in your system once you've consumed one of those. Also, it's important to remember that your blood alcohol will typically peak 2 hours after you finish drinking if you've been eating. If you haven't eaten, sometimes as quickly as 30 minutes. So having a black cup of coffee is going to only make things worse. Number 7, drunk driving is a misnomer. Really, what they're looking for is less safe drivers or drivers over the legal limit. So the end result is that sober people often get arrested for DUI. I'm talking people that can talk without a slur, that drive without a problem, and can even stand on one leg for 30 seconds or more. The other important thing to remember is that, again, alcohol affects women more drastically than it does men because of the percentage of body fat. So a woman can't drink as much as a man. That's why we suggest a limit of 1 drink for a woman and 2 drinks for a man. The 8th rule is speak only when spoken to. Typically, in a DUI arrest, everything's being video recorded. Be polite, be courteous, don't tell your life story, don't beg the police officer to let you go. Certainly don't say that you're drunk or you can't do these tests when you're sober. These are all comments that can kill you in front of a jury. Be polite, answer the questions that you have to, make the police officer look unreasonable. That's the key to winning a DUI case. And the ninth secret to beating a DUI or a conviction in Georgia is put this phone number in your cell phone under emergency DUI, 404-855-1DUI or 1384. This number will ring the cell phones of 2 DUI lawyers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you have questions about DUI laws in Georgia, see our website at www.georgecreal.com. That's CREAL. And we appreciate your business and are here to help you. Thank you.